In this video, we will be analyzing the murder of Hollywood actress Scarlett Jones. We will begin with background information on the victim and potential suspects. The victim, Scarlett Jones, was a Hollywood star who appeared in many movies. She was married to her manager, Carl Jones, whom she loved dearly. Being an actress had always been a dream of hers while growing up in a small rural town in Montana. She was found murdered in the kitchen of her Beverly Hills home. Our first suspect is Carl Jones. Husband to Scarlett, he wasn't so faithful. He was having an affair with Marla Wright, an aspiring actress in Hollywood. He could not stand the attention Scarlett would get from her fans and wanted a more private life. Second, we have Marla Wright, aspiring actress born into a long line of famous actors and mistress to Carl Jones. She hated Scarlett since she would consistently steal her spot in lead roles. Next, we have Carol Mayberry. Carol is Scarlett's mother and a consistent helper to get Scarlett to where she was. Carol called the police to report that her daughter may be in trouble due to not answering her phone for a few days. Scarlett did owe her mother some money promised to her. And finally, we have John Bartley, a retired actor and neighbor to the Joneses. He could not stand the loud arguing between Scarlett and Carl, as well as their loud dog. 2 DNA samples were taken from the crime scene and were sent to the lab along with the DNA of the victim and each suspect to test their DNA at VNTR loci. Here we can see the VNTR loci and the samples of DNA from the crime scene and each individual involved. We know for sure that Carol and Scarlett are related due to them matching at one allele in each loci, since one gets inherited from mom and the other from dad. Now we will look at sample number 1. At the first loci, we can see that Scarlett and John match both alleles for sample number 1, meaning that they are potential matches. The others do not qualify since both alleles did not match the sample. At the second loci, Scarlett and Carl are seen to be perfect matches at both alleles. With this data, we can conclude that DNA sample number 1 came from Scarlett Jones, our victim, since she matched perfectly at both loci. Next, we will look at sample number 2. At loci number 1, we can see that both Marla and Carl are perfect matches, while Carol, John, and Scarlett do not match. At loci number 2, we can see that Marla and John match perfectly, while Carl, Carol, and Scarlett do not. From this, we now know that Marla Wright matches DNA sample number 2. We can now conclude from our DNA analysis that Scarlett Jones was murdered by Marla Wright, most likely out of pure jealousy and rage. Overall, genetics played a major role in helping catch perpetrators of the crime where DNA is left.